Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback... Just a cannon on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
With the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. QB draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Offense facing 4-5.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the crow route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Manning. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. The Longhorns will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to fire. Just a little off. Incomplete.
How about that? That's already the third target this guy has had. On the opening drive of the game, he is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Texas! They grab the early lead.
Talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. There he goes. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Broadway quarterback keeps it. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Sturdivant. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To throw, it's Manning. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Got his man all by himself. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Makes the grab over the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Got his man quickly. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quarterback extends the play. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense.
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
From the gun. Looking left. He's got it. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
7-point game, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic three. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Off the play fake on first down. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Turns it on down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's ball. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected him.
And the quarterback. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will kick it away to... Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. To the air, it's Simpson. Extending the play. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
The Longhorns get it past the sticks. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. To the air on first down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Second and 10. He'll throw again. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Hauls it in. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. The screen. He can go. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 3rd and long. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Well, look at this. 4th down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they have the first points of the game.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Will be called on to protect this lead. Just one of those mistakes. It can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. That's caught. It's Cuevas. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down, and DK
situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
On defense there, 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. To the air, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
Oh, out of space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker. It's McCutcheon. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Manning. Right on the money. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Safe completion on the screen. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've been completely lethargic in this 1st half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play moment.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38th. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking for room, it's Young. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Looking for the goal line. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking downfield very late in the half. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. It's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
It's complete to the left. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Going for 6. Touchdown tie. Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a 1-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Started on this drive from the 24. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
Man, they can barely see the 1st down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. From the gun, running back on the move. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw. It's Manning. He makes the grab. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down,
and the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Second down.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. He fires to the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Longhorns need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Longhorns are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Gets it to him on the screen. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
The kick is on its way. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense win.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3 and out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up a punt and get them the football back in great field position.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Manning. Oh, they're after him. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. catch in the middle. It's Horton. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Looking to buy time. Grabbed over the middle. It's Horton. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They'll go to the air. They get it in for the 2-point conversion, and we have a 4-point game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides, really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Here's a throw downfield late. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
One of the reasons this defense is so hard to move the football on, they've got a safety back there who's just reading the QB's eyes, and he's so athletic and so fast. He's able to break passes up, and right now, it's like he's just toying with the quarterback. He's inviting him to try and take some shots, knowing that he's going to get there to disrupt the ball.
This time he's got it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.